This is the last time these ladies will be seen alive.
Bye, baby. Bye. Sorry. Bye. Mama, Celine.
The girls in the video are Celine Chidinma Ndudim, a Nigerian, and Afiba Abigail Tandoh, a Ghanaian. Now, let's take it back to where it all started.
King is called a king prawn cream sauce. That's what it is called.
This man, Andrew Ochekwo, was a British citizen who had lived and worked in the UK for the most part of his life. Andrew owns two companies back in the UK, Gas Team Limited and Black Sheep Plumbing Limited. Andrew was on the run after he was declared wanted for sexually assaulting a woman in the UK back in 2019. And what better place to run to than a place where impunity is the order of the day and where the right amount of money can get you out of any trouble. So, before he was officially declared wanted in the UK, Andrew got a Nigerian visa and moved to Nigeria in 2021, and he was residing in Port Harcourt. There in Port Harcourt, with his resources, Andrew allied with the police. The police in Port Harcourt gave Andrew a license to own a firearm that was illegal at the time, and Andrew would later double down on his criminal habits of hurting women. One time, back in Port Harcourt, a lady named Alison from Uyo was held hostage by Andrew in his house for days, and he kept on assaulting her. Andrew eventually threw Alison from his balcony all the way down. Alison broke her spinal cord and she was hospitalized for a very long period of time. The case was reported to the police in Port Harcourt and Andrew was arrested for just 2 weeks, after which he paid Alison's lawyer 2 million naira. Andrew then paid a huge amount of money as bail and then he regained his freedom. The case was closed while Alison languished in pain and trauma. With his flashy lifestyle online, Andrew never ran short of women.
Port Harcourt. And I'm with this lovely girl called, what's your name? And we've had a bit of fun. We have had some good food, good conversation, and we are here at the Echelon Heights Hotel restaurant with this lovely chocolate princess. What is your name? Her name is Mercy, that's her name. She's come all the way from Lagos to see me.
Andrew would later rent a house in Aba, and he left Port Harcourt and moved to Aba in November 2023. Just as in Port Harcourt, over time, Andrew became friends with the police in Aba. Now, this lady, Blessing Adiani Onye, is a model and a well-traveled lady who has been to several countries. Blessing resides in Port Harcourt, and one time she wanted to gain weight, so someone introduced her to a product that was being sold by this Ghanaian lady, Afiba Abigail Tandoh, and from there, the two ladies became good friends. Afiba was a married woman. She was married to Tony Domet, a Dubai resident, and she had some businesses that she ran back at home in Ghana. At the Calabar Carnival, Blessing met this Owerri-based lady, Celine Chidinma Ndudim, another well-traveled lady who was a fashion designer, and they became great friends. Now, these ladies are the exact opposite of a homebody. They loved traveling. One time, Celine and her friend Blessing traveled to Ghana, and during their stay in Ghana, Blessing's friend Afiba accommodated Blessing and Celine at her family's house, and that was when Celine and Afiba met for the first time and became friends. In spite of her husband's warning, Afiba remained friends with Blessing and later became best friends with Celine.
I've been warning my wife since I met these two ladies that, listen, these two ladies, I mean, I don't know them, I don't know them. So I just say, please stay away of these people. Please stay away of these people. And this is just something from, I'm trying to protect her. That's all. I don't know them. I don't have anything against them. I don't have a stereotype in my mind. But please stay away. Don't trust here. Don't do this. Oh, they are not like that and this and that.
Celine and Afiba became travel buddies. They traveled to a couple of African countries together. Celine's boyfriend was in Ghana, so she visited Ghana a lot. In April 2024, Celine and Afiba were together in Ghana, and from Accra, Ghana, they traveled by bus to Lagos, Nigeria on the 7th of April 2024. They stayed together in Lagos from the 7th of April 2024 to the 16th of April 2024, and on the 16th, they flew from Lagos to Owerri, Imo State, and they stayed in Celine's house in Owerri from the 16th of April to the 19th of April 2024. Their mutual friend Blessing, who resides in Port Harcourt, was about to open a medical spa during that period, so the girls decided to pay Blessing a visit before they traveled back to Ghana. So, on the 19th of April 2024, Celine and Afiba traveled from Owerri to Port Harcourt to visit Blessing. Now, Celine had earlier met Andrew on Facebook. They got to know each other and exchanged numbers. It is unclear if Celine ever visited Andrew in his house in Port Harcourt, but they eventually stopped talking for a while. So, during this time when Celine and Afiba were traveling within Nigeria, Celine was posting on her stories on Facebook. Andrew saw Celine's story of her and Afiba, and he rekindled his conversation with Celine. Andrew wanted Celine and her friend Afiba to come spend the weekend at his place, and he made his intentions known to Celine. Andrew initiated the conversation on Facebook Messenger, but Celine insisted that she doesn't have such conversations on Messenger and asked that they continue the conversation on WhatsApp. A chat would later resurface showing Andrew and Celine negotiating the price it would cost him to have the two of them at his place, with Celine demanding ₦1 million for both of them to spend the weekend with him. Many people involved in this case believed that the chat was fake and was forged by Andrew, but we'll get into that later in this video and also talk about how the chat became public. Andrew would later follow up with a video message telling Celine that he now lives in Aba, and then asking Celine to come the following weekend with her friend Afiba.
Hi Celine, how are you? How you been? How was your trip? How was your journey? You have to bring your friend. I see where I live now. I'm in Aba now. I live in Aba. I've got a new office here. I live in this great big mansion. Got 6 bedrooms. So let's talk before, not this weekend, next weekend, okay? Save you some money. Just get a taxi, an Uber, a Bolt. It costs you about maybe 50,000 to come here, okay? So yeah, come stay 2 nights with your friend. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll sort of go out and have some food, okay? Yeah, I've got a beautiful house now. It's absolutely beautiful. It's even better than my other place. Okay? All right, girl. You take care. Bye.
In that video, Andrew told Celine not to come that weekend, but to come the next weekend. So Celine and Afiba stayed in Blessing's house in Port Harcourt for a week. And on Friday afternoon, the 26th of April 2024, the exact weekend that Andrew had asked them to come, Andrew sent Celine 100,000 naira to book a cab from Port Harcourt to Aba. He sent the money through an account with the account name Wigwe Favor Chibueze. The next day, Saturday 27th of April 2024, Celine Ndudim and Afiba Tandoh traveled from Port Harcourt to Aba to visit Andrew with the intention of returning on the 29th of April 2024. As they boarded the cab that would take them to Aba, this video was recorded by their friend Blessing Adiani Onye. Blessing was to travel to Abuja for an interview the next day, 28th of April 2024. So she told the girls that she would leave her house keys with her estate security guys so that when they returned from Aba, they could pick up their luggage from her house and then travel back to Ghana. When the girls got to Aba, Andrew told them to wait for him at a hotel. So when they arrived at Aba, they waited for Andrew at Panyu Hotels and Resorts. CCTV footage would later show the girls leaving the hotel with Andrew that day, and they went back to Andrew's house. Celine and Blessing had a chat that day, and Celine told her that they had arrived at Aba, and Celine even commented on Blessing's picture that day. Trouble started the next day when Blessing landed in Abuja, and she texted Afiba to check up on her. She asked Afiba why she hadn't sent her location as she normally does whenever she's traveling within Nigeria, and Blessing didn't get any response from Afiba. An hour later, Afiba replied with a cry for help message. Afiba sent Blessing her current location and she wrote, "Kidnapped by Andrew, call police." Blessing was immediately thrown into confusion as she asked Afiba what exactly was going on. Afiba told Blessing not to text or reply to her anymore. At that point, Blessing was in shock and confusion and she asked Afiba to send the house address, as the location that she had sent did not show the actual house address, only navigation to the place, and Afiba told her to make use of the location she had sent, as that would be enough to get help. Afiba then sent Blessing this video of the room where she was and told Blessing once again, "Don't text, he's coming." Blessing, overwhelmed with shock, told Afiba to send her a live location, the type that updates as the sender moves and not the static one, and Afiba sent it to Blessing. Despite being told not to text anymore, Blessing was still sending messages, trying to gather more information about the man who had kidnapped her friends. The live location ended, and that was the last time Blessing heard from Afiba. After Afiba and Celine became unreachable, Blessing immediately started reaching out for help. She told her boyfriend Darlington, who was right there with her, and she also reached out to a friend in Aba and sent her friend the location that Afiba sent, and her friend told her that the place is Obingwa. She also contacted some police officers that she knew, and they said that it was the weekend and not much could be done. As her efforts to get help weren't getting results, she then reached out to the families of the girls. She first contacted Celine's elder sister Teresa, who is well known as Tessie, and Blessing informed her of what was going on. Blessing still texted Afiba on WhatsApp, and that night she got a reply, "Hi," and Blessing asked her to send a photo to confirm if she was really chatting with Afiba, but Blessing never got that confirmation. Messages sent to Afiba's WhatsApp afterwards were getting read by someone, but no reply. The day after that message was sent by Afiba, that's on the 29th of April 2024, Celine's sister Tessie, whom Blessing contacted, then traveled to Aba and wrote a petition on Celine and Afiba's disappearance at a police station very close to Andrew's house. Bear in mind, at this time, the family had no idea who the said suspect was. They only had the location and a first name, Andrew. Now, the next day, 30th of April 2024, which was 2 days after that message was sent from Afiba to Blessing, Blessing finally got the phone number of Afiba's husband after asking around for the number, and she informed Afiba's husband of what was going on, and she also informed Afiba's sister later on. Blessing then sent Tessie's number to Afiba's husband. Through Tessie, Afiba's husband contacted the police in Aba, the same command that Tessie reported to, and they asked the police to go to Andrew's house for interrogation and to check if the girls were there, and the police asked them to pay for that to be done. Celine's boyfriend in Ghana and Afiba's husband in Dubai then sent money for the police and also for hotel accommodation for Tessie in Aba, very close to the police station. The police were paid 2 million naira for mobilization. So, after the money was paid, Celine's sister Tessie and some policemen from that station went to Panyu Hotel and they reviewed the CCTV footage. On the footage, Andrew left the hotel with the girls in his black Mercedes. After that, they then used the location that Afiba sent to Blessing and they went to Andrew's house. When the police got there with Tessie, they searched around Andrew's house, but they refused to enter Andrew's compound. Their reason was that they didn't want to embarrass an innocent man. From the outside, Celine's sister Tessie saw Andrew's car in the compound, the same car in the hotel CCTV footage, indicating that Andrew was at home at that time. And she asked the officers to enter the house and interrogate Andrew, but the police told Celine's sister that they would come back by 3 a.m. to search the house and that they couldn't do it at that time of the day. So, after Celine's sister Tessie left, the police came out later to say that they searched the house that night, but they didn't find the girls there. Afiba's husband believed that his wife and Celine were inside that house at the time they went to the house first with Tessie, and that the police wanted Tessie gone so that they could later come up with lies to protect Andrew, as it was just 2 days after Afiba sent that cry for help text. With the girls still missing, Afiba and Celine's Facebook and Instagram accounts got deactivated. Afiba's WhatsApp messages were getting read by someone, but there were no replies. On the 2nd of May 2024, Blessing went to the police headquarters in Abuja to report the incident and call for help. She wrote a petition to the Inspector General of Police in Abuja, calling for help in rescuing her friends who had been kidnapped. At this time, Blessing said she didn't know who the said suspect Andrew was, and hence the reason Andrew's name wasn't mentioned in her petition, only her details and the details of her missing friends. As the police in Abia weren't helping out, Celine's sister Tessie and Celine's father then traveled to the state capital Umuahia, and they reported the matter to the anti-kidnapping unit of the Abia State Police Command and also submitted a petition to the Abia State Commissioner of Police. Eventually, in the early hours of Wednesday, May 8, 2024, the anti-kidnapping unit of the police in Umuahia visited Andrew's house but Andrew refused to open the door for them. Andrew locked himself up in his room and wanted to take his own life. He then contacted his UK-based friend Otori Ben Samuel on WhatsApp to tell him a final goodbye. Ben told Andrew not to do anything stupid and asked him what was going on. Andrew then sent Ben a screenshot of his conversation with Celine, detailing what made the girls come to his house in the first place. Ben continued persuading Andrew to peacefully turn himself in and not to do anything stupid, and Andrew went on lamenting about how bad life and business had been lately, how he lost money in business, and how the police had extorted him for his firearm. Andrew sent Ben a video of him screaming in the room, and Ben continued to talk Andrew out of hurting himself. According to reports, the police from Port Harcourt, where Andrew had first lived when he moved to Nigeria, also called Andrew that night, and eventually, Andrew let the police in. According to reports, there were about 30 police officers from the anti-kidnapping unit who came to Andrew's house that night, and they spent over 7 hours in the building. When the police got into his house, they saw bags and ATM cards of Celine and Afiba in his house, but they didn't find any of the girls there, so the police arrested Andrew. Now, you remember, Blessing wrote a petition to the Inspector General of Police on the 2nd of May 2024. The petition was rejected as it was informally and unprofessionally written. The police brought in their lawyer to assist Blessing, and she wrote another petition on the 10th of May 2024 and submitted it. Back in Umuahia, Andrew admitted that the girls came to his house and he said that they left his house. In custody, Andrew was treated like a victim and not a suspect. Despite all the evidence that incriminated Andrew, the police accused Celine and Afiba of faking their own kidnapping with the intention of extorting Andrew, and the police wanted to grant Andrew bail. Now, Celine had left her tablet back at home, and on that tablet, she had her Gmail, Facebook, and Instagram all logged in. On that tablet, Celine's brother accessed her mail and saw the credit alert of 100,000 naira that Andrew sent Celine for transport. The money was sent from an account in the name of Wigwe Favor Chibueze, the same account that Andrew used in sending and receiving money from several other people. Celine's mail on the tablet also showed that 1 million naira was taken from Celine's account and transferred to Wigwe Favor Chibueze's account, the same account that was being used by Andrew. The 1 million naira was taken from Celine's account on the 28th of April 2024, the same day that Afiba sent that cry for help message. Celine's brother then went on to reactivate Celine's Facebook and Instagram accounts. That's why if you search online now, you will only see Celine's Facebook and Instagram page. You will never find that of Afiba. Her brother accessed her Facebook account and saw this video of Andrew inviting Celine and Afiba, and that's how that video got discovered and released to the public. Even though Andrew was in police custody, the girls were still missing, so Afiba's husband called the police in Umuahia and complained to the officers that they weren't doing their job and giving their all to rescue the girls. The officer still maintains that the girls faked their kidnapping to extort Andrew, and he said that Celine even came online yesterday. Afiba's husband questioned the intelligence of the officer, and he told the officer that it was Celine's brother who logged into her account through her tablet that she had left at home. So, the police became aware that Celine's tablet, which contains important evidence in this case, was with her family. The following day, after the call with Afiba's husband, the police invited Celine's brother, and when he showed up, they seized the tablet. The police told Andrew that the girls had self-kidnapped themselves, and they asked Andrew to pay 600,000 naira to track the girls. Andrew paid, and the police came back to say that Celine's number was active and is ringing in Owerri. When Andrew was arrested in Umuahia and stopped responding to messages on WhatsApp, Mr. Ben called the police in Umuahia and said that his friend told him he was going to take his life, and he hasn't heard from his friend since. The police told Mr. Ben to give them Andrew's phone number and also pay 70,000 naira for tracking. Knowing fully well that Andrew was in their custody, they wanted to take 70,000 naira from Ben to track this same Andrew. At this point, the foul play by the police was very apparent to the families of the girls. They knew that the Umuahia police weren't interested in finding the girls, and they were only interested in making money off this case. Afiba's husband revealed that both Celine's family and Afiba's family had already spent a combined sum of 7 million naira trying to get the police in Abia State to help rescue the girls. And despite the money paid, the police weren't really helping, and they were also taking money from Andrew. So, on the 10th of May 2024, Celine's in-law who lives overseas contacted human rights activist Harrison Gwamnishu and told him what was going on. Celine's in-law wanted Harrison to post Celine and Afiba's picture online and declare them missing, and to ask anyone with any useful information to come forward. Harrison didn't just want to go ahead and post their pictures. He wanted to confirm the news of their disappearance and know what the police were actually doing about it. Harrison is the founder of Behind Bars Human Rights Foundation, and after he was contacted, he then sent Mr. Marvelous Uchekwo, the Behind Bars Human Rights Foundation State Director in Abia State, to go to the police in Umuahia and find out what was actually going on with the police and Andrew. Marvelous went there with Celine's father, and the police told Mr. Marvelous that Celine and Afiba had kidnapped themselves to blackmail and extort money from Andrew, and that they were just keeping Andrew in the station on safekeeping. Marvelous saw Andrew there at the station. The man was looking well kept, and he didn't look like a typical Nigerian who was in police detention. Mr. Marvelous Ochekwo returned and informed Harrison of what the police said. Harrison knew that the story by the police wasn't adding up, so Harrison wrote a petition to Zone 9 Umuahia for the case to be transferred there. As Celine's family ran to Harrison, Afiba's family, on the other hand, reached out to the Ghanaian embassy in Nigeria for help. The Ghanaian embassy contacted Blessing, who received the cry for help message from Afiba, and Blessing narrated all the steps she had taken so far to get help for her friends. At this time, the petition that Blessing rewrote was yet to be approved by the police, and Blessing told the consulate that if the embassy should formally complain to the police, they would act faster. So the Ghanaian embassy contacted the AIG in charge of the FIB, and the AIG then contacted the IRT to go to Umuahia for the case. Harrison became heavily invested in this case. He posted the case on social media, and he brought the attention of the public to Celine and Afiba's case. That morning that Harrison posted this case online, despite being in police custody, Andrew's social media accounts that were initially open to the public immediately started becoming private. His number was still going through, and his Facebook page was eventually deactivated, showing that Andrew probably had access to his phone in police custody. Harrison first posted about this case on the 22nd of May 2024, and after he made that post, past victims of Andrew messaged Harrison and shared their ordeal with Andrew. That same morning that Harrison first posted this case, another victim of Andrew, Jonathan Lovett Rachael, reached out to him on Instagram to share her ordeal with Andrew. Rachael is a model, and she appeared in the music video of Wizkid's song Kese at 2 minutes 34 seconds. Rachael said she met Andrew on social media back in 2023. According to her, at that time, Andrew told her that he resided in the UK and they would talk on the phone from time to time. According to Rachael, in January 2024, Andrew told her that he would be coming to Nigeria, and he asked her to join him to attend his mother's birthday party. Andrew sent her 50,000 naira for transport, and on the 26th of January 2024, Rachael travelled from Lagos to Aba to link up with Andrew. This is a video of her on her way to go see Andrew. Just like Celine and Afiba, Andrew booked a room for Rachael in Panyi Hotels and Resorts.
Rachel. That is face. How did you meet? Okay, how did you meet Andrew?
Okay, let me explain. Like, I've been friends with Andrew since last year. So, like, Andrew lied to me, does not based in Nigeria. He said he's based in UK. So we are friends. Like, when I'm down, I would like call him for advice. Andrew used to advise me. Like, if Andrew advised you, like, you think he's a very responsible person. So again, he sent me a video. Was like, he wants to come down to Nigeria. That he would like to invite me for his mom's birthday party. He sent me transport. He sent me 50k transport. Gave me the hotel address, which is Panyu. That same Panyu hotel he took Celine to. So when I went to the hotel, I used both. I went to the hotel. I saw it was like I should accompany to go get a present for his mom, a birthday present for his mom. That was how we drove from that hotel to Market Square. From Market Square, I was driving to another direction. I was like, where are you taking me to? He was like, he wants to go to his family house, so his sister would tell me where to get my makeup done. That was how I followed Andrew to his house. Immediately I got to Andrew's house, I was sitting there trying to update my friend. The next thing I received on my face was punch. I looked back, it was Andrew. I was like, what's up? What did I do to you? He was like, I hate you. You don't know how I hate you, this, that. He was like, if you want to go my life, anything I ask you to do, just do it. Andrew collected my phones. I was responding to all my Instagram message, my WhatsApp message.
Andrew tied Rachael up and locked her in a room in his house. Andrew would molest her and make videos while at it and send these videos to a friend of his. Rachael said that Andrew also went through her phone and forwarded her pictures and videos to that friend of his, including a video that she had earlier sent to her boyfriend. She said Andrew was also answering her messages and posing as if it were her replying to those messages. Rachael said that Andrew took all the money in her bank account and that throughout the time she was at Andrew's house, he didn't give her food or water. Andrew was already making plans to kill her and he told her that he would take his life, but before he does that, he's going to kill many girls. At the end of each day, Andrew would lock her up in a room in his house and take the keys, but on the 1st of February 2024, Andrew forgot the keys in the door lock. Rachael saw this as her only chance to flee. Rachael managed to get out of the room, and when she came out of the house, the gate was locked and the fence had barbed wire. She turned back and saw Andrew coming. Rachael knew that it was a life and death situation as Andrew was coming quickly. So, in spite of the barbed wires on the fence, Rachael went on to scale the fence. The barbed wire tore her leg as she fled and she was eventually able to escape from Andrew. I can't post the video of her injured legs here because of YouTube rules. That video was taken right after she escaped. Now, this was after the injury had healed. After she escaped, she went to the hospital for proper medical attention, and this video was made while she was in the hospital. Rachael then tried to create awareness and inform the public about her ordeal with Andrew. She posted Andrew's pictures and narrated her ordeal on social media and asked her friends to share the news and share her posts about Andrew so that more people could become aware. And through Rachael's efforts, another girl named Amaka was saved. Amaka had also been in communication with Andrew online, and Andrew had invited her to his place. She was about to honor that invitation, but as soon as she saw Rachael's post, she aborted that mission. This was a video that Andrew had sent Amaka earlier.
Amaka, it's me, Andrew. Sorry, we didn't do the video call last night.
Now, at the time, Rachael didn't have a huge following on social media, so the reach of her message was very limited. In order to spread the word to more people, Rachael reached out to public figures and bloggers like Gist Lover, Very Dark Man and some others, trying to get them to also share the post about Andrew, but she didn't get a response from any of them. When Rachael started trying to create awareness and inform the public about her ordeal with Andrew, Andrew contacted her mom and threatened her. Andrew said that he had a friend who is a blogger, and with the content that he has, he would disgrace her and her family. With her injury, in the company of her friend, Rachael limped to the Port Harcourt Commissioner of Police to report the case, and the Commissioner of Police directed her to the anti-kidnapping unit of the police in Port Harcourt. When Rachael met them and reported the issue, instead of swinging into action, the police demanded money from her. They asked her to pay 200,000 naira for fuel to go to Andrew's house in Aba. While trying to get the authorities to arrest Andrew, her injury got infected. Rachael couldn't meet the financial demands of the police, so she abandoned the case. And once again, Andrew walked free after committing a crime. Eventually, on the 22nd of May 2024, the police in Umuahia granted Andrew bail of 1.5 million naira. And just after he was granted bail, officers from the Force Intelligence Bureau Intelligence Response Team, FIB-IRT, came to Umuahia to take Andrew and his case file to Abuja. Remember, I told you earlier that Blessing and the Ghanaian embassy had asked for the case to be transferred to Abuja. When the FIB-IRT officers came to Umuahia, the police in Umuahia refused to hand over the case file to the intelligence response team from Abuja and insisted that they were still investigating the case. But after some back and forth, they eventually handed the case file over to the intelligence response team from Abuja. The intelligence response team went to Andrew's house. They took Andrew, his phones, his car, his laptop, his gun, Celine's bag, and the case file and headed to Abuja. The family of the girls and even Harrison were optimistic about this move, as they felt that the police in Abuja are more reputable and will do a better job than the already compromised police in Umuahia. But days went by and the family didn't get any update on the police and Andrew's journey to Abuja. Celine's family contacted Harrison, and Harrison said he was going to find out what was happening and where exactly Andrew was taken to or being held in Abuja. Now, after Harrison posted Rachael's story on social media, the IRT commander DCP Sanusi Mohammed reached out to Harrison. He asked Harrison if he could help bring in Rachael so that she could come and give a statement detailing her ordeal with Andrew, and Harrison agreed to do that. Harrison then contacted Rachael, and at first she was scared to go to the police, but Harrison was able to convince her and assured her of her safety, and she eventually agreed. A flight was booked for her from Lagos to Abuja, while Harrison flew in from Asaba to Abuja. Before Harrison embarked on that journey from Asaba to Abuja for that meeting, he got a call, and the news that he got instilled fear in him. But out of concern for his safety, he didn't want to share that news with the public yet until he was done with his meeting with the police. On the 31st of May 2024, Harrison was in Abuja with Rachael, and they were about to go see the IRT commander. Before going for the meeting, Harrison came online and said that in this case, there was more than meets the eye, and he informed the public that he was going for a meeting and that he would be sharing his location online so that Nigerians and also Ghanaians who were invested in this case would be aware of where he was in case anything happens. In his caption, Harrison said that Andrew is suspected to be involved in human parts sales, and he said that after the meeting, he would be making another video to update Nigerians. So Harrison went to the police station for his meeting with the IRT commander alongside Rachael, and as promised, when they got there, Harrison shared his location on social media. When they got there, Harrison met Afiba's brothers and Blessing at the IRT office. They had come in from Ghana, and Blessing had brought them there as they were still making efforts to get the girls rescued. So Harrison and Rachael went in, and at the meeting, Rachael wrote a statement of almost 3 pages detailing her encounter with Andrew. After the meeting, Harrison came out of the police office, made a video and shared it online, stating that he's done with the meeting and that he just came out and is safe. In the caption, Harrison said that it is now confirmed that Andrew Ochekwo is a member of an organ harvesting syndicate. Harrison also said that Andrew received an invitation to Nigeria by a well-connected politician, and that was how he was able to get a Nigerian visa and moved to Nigeria. When he left the police premises and got back to his room, Harrison then made another video and revealed the news he had gotten before he flew to Abuja. Harrison said that he was informed that Andrew had been killed. The police told him that while on their way to Abuja, Andrew escaped, and in pursuit of him, he was shot dead on the 26th of May 2024 in Benue State by local vigilantes who had been alerted of his escape. The police claimed that the vigilantes who killed Andrew then searched his car to loot his properties, and as they were dragging his gun, it discharged and shot one of them in the leg. The police told Harrison that Andrew's phone was stolen by the vigilantes, and that phone was his main phone that had key evidence in this case. Harrison joins Daddy Freeze on an Instagram live session, and he shared the story that the police told him about how Andrew was killed.
So this team were able to get contact, and they took this Andrew to Abuja. So on their way to Abuja, at the station, they took some properties from Andrew's house, his phones, the bag of Celine, that's the victims, the man's computers, laptops, and the rest of them. So the man owns the Mercedes Benz, so they have to put all those stuff inside the boot of the Mercedes Benz. Now carry the man and tell him to enter the bus, the Toyota Hiace bus, a white Toyota Hiace bus. So the officers drove the Mercedes Benz with one of the officers while this Hiace bus was behind driving. They were now traveling from Aba through Enugu to Benue State, heading to Abuja. So they said they got somewhere along Benue State. The car stopped on the way and refused to start. So Andrew now told them that this car has a facial recognition and thumb print or something or whatever, that he's the only one that can be able to know how to operate it. So they brought Andrew down from the car and allowed him to enter the driver's seat to start the car. So he told him to open the bonnet. He opened the bonnet. He pressed something with his thumb. The car started, and they told him to come down. He now entered the bus. The journey continues. So 1 hour after, the car still stopped on the way again. So they told him, okay, go and do what you did before. So he came down from the car. So the officer said, Andrew entered the car. One of his legs was outside. One leg was inside. Then the door was open. So he was standing by the door with him with gun, while another officer was at the driver's side, the outside, waiting for the car to start. So when the car started, Andrew now told the officer, go and close the bonnet. So the officer left him by the door to go and close the bonnet. As he was closing the bonnet, Andrew accelerated and zoom off. This was their story. They said the man took off, drove off, and he nearly hit the man. The officer said he jumped out of his way and he zoomed off. He could not,
use his
use his GON. So he took off. So they started making calls, calling different police units in Benue for them that, like, the man driving a black Mercedes Benz, and they should hold him anywhere they see him. And in that boot of that Mercedes Benz, Andrew's got that boot because it's an exhibit they took. It's an exhibit they took from the station, from the other the station. His phone is in the boot, so Andrew drove off. So I think when he was driving, I think he missed them because the car, Mercedes Benz, the speed is more than the Toyota Hiace bus. So they said, I think at the period where he was driving, I think he stopped somewhere, opened the boot, and get hold of his phone, and then started making calls, calling friends that he's escaping. I think he called one man named Ben, who came again to social media and said that Andrew called him when he was escaping from the police hand, video call that he was escaping, and he needs help and rest of them. And the man told him to surrender. Andrew refused. So the police said the checkpoint was mounted by the vigilante and the division. So when Andrew got to that checkpoint, he saw the blockage. He stopped. So they pointed GUN on him to stop, and he tried to reverse back to turn to move. They now opened, FIB-IRT on him, and that was how they instantly they did that.
They unlived him.
Yes, and they mopped the car. Then this guy who did this opened the car, trying to loot things from the car. Opened the boot and grabbed Andrew's GUN, took Andrew's GUN, and they were dragging who is going to take this GUN. So while they're doing that, mistakenly their own GUN, exploded and hit one of them on the leg. Yes, I hit one of them on the leg, and that was what transpired. So the police there took that one to the hospital. The other team transporting Andrew were not on the scene, according to what they said. That they had to call them that this is where they are. They came there and met them and said, this is our suspect that we brought in from Umuahia, take him to Abuja. So that was how they took the other people that did the shoot. They did the Andrew stuff were arrested and detained. The other man was taken to the hospital, and that was what happened. They now took his his remains to the morgue where he is.
In another Instagram live with Daddy Freeze, Harrison came out to say that while Andrew was in prison in Umuahia, Andrew transferred close to 100 million naira to someone, and Andrew said that the money was for his funeral.
Now, let me shock you again. For self Umuahia.
I don't fear as I dey here now. Say ha!
Thank you. For self Umuahia, this man transfer almost 100 million to somebody. They say maybe na a sister where there somewhere. They say make I stop. They say make I stop that they freeze.
Stop.
But who don't fall no they fear again. No, I know they fear anything. So as I talk, I say I talk. No limit. I cannot they get escort. No limit. I can't for anywhere they go. So I know they fear anything. My the freeze. Them. This man, from information I get to, say he transfer over 100 million to somebody. He can talk say that money now for him funeral, now now for in preparation of a last thing. Without waiting for Umuahia. So there are two things involved here. One, either the man pay for them to move am, say like say enjoy don't end. One, two, or these people collect in dough, in money, come decide to allow him to go to buy am for somewhere, or some persons from above where they no go like to expose, decide to see how they go remove this man entirely. So these are the things where me, Harrison, I discovered say that happen.
On that Instagram live with Daddy Freeze, Harrison said that the explanation by the police on how Andrew was killed wasn't adding up. Harrison had a lot of questions that showed that the police weren't being completely honest. Harrison wondered why the police spent 4 days on the road from Aba to Abuja on a journey that shouldn't take up to a day. Reviewing the story by the police and all that had happened before Andrew's death, anybody with common sense can tell that the story by the police was indeed a bogus story. Now, shortly after the news of Andrew's death broke out, the human rights activist who brought the attention of the public to this case, Harrison Gwamnishu, received a threat from an email associated with Andrew's company Black Sheep. I blurred parts of the email because of YouTube's policy. The email reads, "Be looking forward and expect a visit. Andrew is dead and gone, and nothing anyone can do about it. A trace to your house and family will give you rest." Now, even though Andrew was dead, Celine and Afiba were still missing. So Harrison came online and appealed to members of the public to come forward with any information on Celine and Afiba's whereabouts, and he promised that the identity of anyone who comes forward with any information will be kept confidential. On the night of June 2nd, 2024, Harrison made a video appealing to those residing around Umuahia where Andrew lived to come forward with any helpful information, and he shared his WhatsApp number online for anyone to reach out to him. On the night that Harrison posted that video, he was already in Aba by 10 PM that same day with the same IRT officers that took Andrew away from Umuahia. And according to him, some people reached out to him saying that they saw 2 female corpses that had no heads in a secluded area somewhere close to Andrew's house, and that the bodies had been there for over a month. The next day, June 3rd, 2024, in the company of the same officers that took Andrew to Benue State, they searched the area where they were told the corpses were, and eventually they found just 1 corpse around Z-Rock area, Umuahia, Aba. According to Harrison, the corpse had no head, no hand, and no leg. This time around, Harrison blurred the corpse, and the public didn't get to see the body that was discovered. This was unlike him, as Harrison would normally post things like this on his page without blurring any part of the video. The body was wrapped in a cotton, and that same cotton was the exact one that Andrew had in his house. And when they went back to Andrew's house, one of Andrew's cottons was missing in his house. After the corpse was discovered, Harrison and the IRT officers went to Andrew's house to search, and according to Harrison, they saw some blood stains on the door and the curtains.
You can see blood on it, so yeah. This is the same curtain again. Look at the curtain again down.
After discovery of the decomposed body, all right, so I flew them to Andrew's house for search. All right, the officers were searching the house, and you know, the whole lot happened. You know, where they are searching the man's house, and which they saw some evidence in the house, blood stains on the curtain, and you know, the wall of the house was stained, and so a whole lot. Yeah. Now, on the AC, at the end of the AC, like this one. So you see, so Andrew kept the two iPhone, you know, on top of the AC like this, and this was where they brought the two phones down. So two iPhone fell down from the AC, but the submitted one, which I snapped and sent to the victim to identify. I sent to Celine's sister to know if this phone belongs to Celine, and which she said no. But the other victim, who came from Lagos, who ran away from Andrew's house January, said this one particular phone is her own. It's iPhone SR or something. Is her own. All right. Now, those phones that they picked up from the AC, the two phones, one of the officer, this one, stole one of the iPhone, and that iPhone has been recovered yesterday and is now with the commander in Abuja.
Harrison returned to that area to search for the other body, but he searched tirelessly and didn't find any other body. Harrison was in tears on Instagram, saying that he wanted to back out of this case, but just Adetone gave him the strength to keep going. Harrison and Mr. Marvelous Uchekwo then traveled to Benue State to go and confirm Andrew's death. They went to the mortuary in Uchekwo, Benue State, and when they saw Andrew's corpse, Mr. Marvelous Uchekwo, who had earlier seen Andrew alive when he was sent by Harrison to the police in Umuahia, confirms that the corpse was that of Andrew. Harrison video called Rachael and showed her the corpse, and she confirms that it was indeed Andrew. Harrison had a group video chat with Rachael, Tessie, Celine's sister, and Just Adetone, and they all saw and confirmed that Andrew was dead. Harrison made a video at the mortuary showing the corpse, and he shared the video on social media without blurring Andrew's corpse. Harrison also shared a video of Andrew on the very day he was killed, right after his death. The videos that Harrison shared on social media showed Andrew's face and nothing was blurred out. Bear with me, I can't share that video here without blurring it. Now, you remember, the police claims that Andrew was killed by local vigilantes in Benue State, and they said that the vigilantes looted his car, and while dragging his gun, it discharged and struck one of the vigilantes. So, after Harrison was done at the mortuary, he then went to see the two vigilantes whom the police arrested and claimed that they were the ones who killed Andrew. Harrison interviewed them, and the first man with a gunshot wound maintains that he is a mechanic and not a vigilante. He said that he was just coming back from work that day, and on his way home, as he walked past Andrew's car, someone suddenly shot him, and that was how he got the gunshot wound. As he was talking to Harrison, the squad leader of the FIB-IRT officers who extradited Andrew interrupted and started subtly threatening the man and demanding that he produce the person who killed Andrew if he wasn't the one who killed Andrew. For the second man, he said that on Sunday, May 26, 2024, he had gone to buy diesel, and on his way back, he stopped somewhere to eat. At the place he went to eat, he eavesdropped on a conversation about Andrew's escape, and as a vigilante, he went to inform the local police in his area, and he was later arrested.
All right, my name is Harrison Gwamnishu. We are here in Benue State, or Uchekwo in Benue State, and this man here witnessed something that we want to hear from him, because if you watch his leg, he has some bullet injuries. So, what is your name? What is your name?
Moses Ilu.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Women.
That's in Benue State. So what thing happened? What happened this your leg? What happened?
I dey come back for work. After I come back for work, I pass that first person, I greet them. No answer me because I don't know that face before. No answer me. The second one again, I see one black motor and the person dey near that motor. After I come there, I greet them. No answer me. I pass and small like this. They go like this. I call here Pam. I said, I did there. I from here, run, come up for here, go like this. I said, ah, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. After I said, don't kill me. My own man, I said, no, go there, and I here I go there. This boy kill me. I come for. After I come for finish, and the person he carry me go hospital for that my village there. I don't know.
So what be your work?
My mechanic machine.
To be mechanic, machine mechanic, machine they repair. So where you reach that place, so where you talk, see you see motor. That motor where you see, so people there.
For that people they shoot me. They there.
How many people there?
People in there, like 4, I mean 3, 4.
Okay, but nobody will call you for phone or anything. Say me you come that place.
No sir.
You just come back from work.
Yes,
now you
sir.
can't see them. You can't say make you.
Yes sir.
Make you find out what they happen.
No, I don't find them because now I greet them. I mean I dey go house now.
Just greet them.
House I dey go.
But they don't tell you what happened.
No.
Nobody tell you what happened.
No, and from that my side, for that work they go my house.
Okay. So those people then you know them. You know anybody for that?
And anybody I don't know, but if I see the face I know him.
You will know the person.
So
they say they reach like how many person?
Now 4, but now only one person. Now the face now in my.
So then gather around the motor.
No, I say what 2 person they here, 2 person they near that motor don't finish.
Okay. So the motor, what you see for the motor? The motor no anything happens to the motor?
No. The time this will shoot me, anybody know that anything no happen for the motor.
The motor they okay?
Nothing
do them. You look where? The front?
Yes sir.
Anybody inside the motor?
I don't look that one.
You don't look that one. This man here was the man the police told me was dragging gun with his fellow vigilante men, and the gun exploded and shot his leg. But from his story, he said nothing like that happened, that he was not there when Andrew was killed, that he only saw a car parked.
Maybe, okay, as I come there, they don't kill the man inside motor, but see people when I meet. Hence, you come there, meet the man inside motor dead. Automatically, people when you meet them, and then kill the man. So make sure their name. Now, only way to go help you with that too. Because, listen. Person carry dada, you hear bam. Person will shoot you automatically, and then go shoot that man with that. So I don't need to tell you what to talk. You understand? So now I get the last straightforward.
That's what you say you get dread. What's that person?
No, I think it's 4.
4. Now you see for that place. As you pass. You know they there with the drag gun.
No.
The carry machine. The carry machine.
Another one, no.
They hold you, they pass in something like
me, I don't carry machine, go there, I don't carry machine, come back.
No, listen now. You are passing. How old are you? How old are you?
Me? I think
something new.
See,
you don't know anybody.
You hear me very well. I hear clear. Now, see Basi collect pass. You got to they call Ebony. See Ebony die there. Who kill the Basi? Who kill the Ebony? Who kill him? Basi go leg pass and kill the Abi. Now wait till the answer for now be that. So it's left for you now to defend yourself. Who and who you see for that place that day? Who and who you see for that place that day? And who killed the man? Who you see gun for in hand? Make sure the person name. Plenty people carry dada now. Now your community be that. Plenty people carry dada if you say na dada. You understand? So make sure who and who shoot that man that day. Vigilante days I said never go there. You two go see talking mouth. You understand? So talk with you. See anything anybody tells you make you not talk.
Yeah.
That is I'm coming. You dey kill yourself with that. And this leg, I no go treat you. You go there, you go die. That's why I tell you. I swear to God, after I carry come over, if you don't talk with him, we go know. So that we go follow the investigation. You go die there. So tell us what you see there that day. Tell them.
Okay. If I lie for you, like my language.
Okay, I'm coming. Who killed the man?
I said, no, I think I pass and I don't pass.
As you pass, you don't see the man die for inside the motor.
I said, I don't see anybody for inside.
Okay, how man is bullet me too for leg?
I said, another talk now. I said, that person, before I hear that person, if I don't hear that. The motor do like this, that person did like this. Now I pan. I said, you don't kill me. I don't come up for you, go like this. Now I come for. The Okada man carry me for ground.
Wait,
go hospital.
as you fall, where those people come do? Those 4 persons.
What did they do?
what they gonna do? Because you say as you don't know, you say you see the person will shoot you. As you come for, where they gonna do again now?
And I said, after you can't shoot me, you can't run go that house. That house ain't there. You can't run go there. After I can't run go there, I come and say, you don't give me.
No, never. Those people where they see them they fall. You can't run.
Now that two run. That one I pass.
Yes.
That one pass first. That first one. That one no run. But that one shoot me. You don't go that house there. After I run, go that house there. Now come and say, don't shoot me.
Okay, watch now. The person shoots you. Automatically, now you shoot that man. You don't know that one, man. When you reach where you go.
Let's see the guy in the set.
Let's see the doctor. Carry this guy in Tamuto. Let me talk to the doctor. He go talk. He go talk.
All right. My name is Harrison Gwamnishu, and we are in Uchekwo, Benue State. All right. We are here in connection of Celine and Afiba's case, and you know Andrew's whole story of what transpired. That's why we are here. So this young man here happens to be from this community. What is the name of your community?
I'm from Mohimini.
You need to speak louder so they can hear you.
I'm from Mohimini local government.
Okay, so what happened? Why are you arrested? Why are you in the police cell? What happened? Just tell everybody what happened.
Okay. Why I'm in the police custody now? On the 26th of May this year, 2024. So it was on Sunday around 1:35 or 34. After church, I'm a business of engine. I used to grind engine. So I went to Okudu.
Try speak pidgin so that they will hear you.
Okay. I go Okudu to go and buy diesel. So as I was buying the diesel, after I bought the diesel, I came back to Idekpa. As I did not eat from house before, I put hand in my pocket so I see some change. I branch somewhere to eat at Idekpa. So when I come down from my machine immediately, I saw one man. They come down from to the place where I want to eat. So those people that are there. So I am hearing Eda was telling them that they should block road. That a strange motor passed to town here. That they had an information that the person is carrying human part and with gun inside the car. So he did not tell me direct. He was telling the Depa people to those on the road to block road there. So after he see me now, he now say I should please contact him if the motor passes, that they trace the motor and the motor escaped them. So I try my unit, the unit commander's line. It did not go. So I did not call anybody again. The only thing I do, I call I'm the admin of Ohimini Local Government Community Volunteer Guard. I call my boss, who is the commander of the volunteer guard. So I tell him immediately that, Oga, see this information, where are they here? So this and that. And as I'm talking to you now, I was going to the police station. Then I say, okay, make I reach there so that I will inform the police. So immediately I rush to the police station to inform them about what the information I hear. Not call, nobody call me, but I just hear they were telling Idepa people. So immediately I rush to the station, then and tell them, I give them the information that this is what I heard from up here and this is what is going on now. So immediately I report, I call somebody to confirm. So as I call, immediately the person picked the phone. I am hearing a sound that motor don't turn, that motor don't turn, that motor don't turn, go Idepa. So I did not even say anything again. Then I say they don't get this information for them. So okay, so immediately after I did not go there to the scene at that moment. I did not even move inch from the police station. Immediately I give them the information of what is happening, as is my local government. That is why I just intervene immediately to report to the police. Then after we finish, they finish document their this thing. Then we now move together. I carry one police who is Inspector Agbo is here. So I carry him with my bike, and the others follow. We follow ourselves to the scene of the to the scene. Then as we reach there, we saw a man lying in a car. He was shot in his chest, and the motor that he was lying inside was broken, as in the mirror. So that
what was the color of the car?
The car is black in color.
You know the name of the car?
No, I did not know the name.
But it's a black car.
It's a black car.
Okay.
That is all I know about
so
this.
what, like the body of the car? What do you see around the body of the car?
The body of the car.
Yes.
I did not see anything at the body of the car.
Like the body now, anything, any scratch, anything.
Okay.
Or any gun, this thing, gun hole.
It's only the mirror. You know, when we reached there, I just stand immediately. I just stand and I was watching how the police were
how many police people were with you there?
The
police you brought from what was the name of that
station?
From the station. How many of them did you carry?
No, I carry one with my machine.
The other one, only one.
No, not only one. No.
Okay.
Then the DPO carry another person.
Okay.
All the police are like 4. That,
so they now checked it.
Okay. The other one who checked it, we are just stayed as we went to the scene. So that
was at the back seat.
Sir?
Was at the back seat. Was lying on the back seat.
No, the front seat.
The front seat, like
yes,
the driver's side.
Yes.
He was there.
Yes, sir.
Was he alive or?
No, he was not alive.
Okay.
That is why I say he was shot in his chest.
Okay.
As we seen.
So what happened then? After then?
Then we now move back to the station.
Did you see anybody?
As we go there, we couldn't find anybody, see anybody there again. We couldn't see anybody there again. So, and the police, they told me that since I'm the one who brought the information to them, they want to investigate me, that not no other thing again. That I did normal to report, and that is how we used to do it before. We give them, if we give them information, and anytime they request us, they also give us information that we should come with our own convoy. Okay. Or that we should come with our own car, okay, so that any place that we can move together with our own car. We select our boys, they select their men also. That is how we used to move together.
So you were not part of people that killed the man?
No, I did not.
You only gave information to the police?
Yes.
And they carry police people go to the scene?
Yes,
and you don't know the people that killed the man?
No, sir. I don't even know anything about it.
Okay.
That is how it is.
Andrew had a friend back in the UK named Mr. Otori Ben Samuel, the same guy that Andrew was texting when the police came to pick him up in Aba. And it was also the same guy that Andrew called when he escaped. They had known each other for 11 years and were very close. After Andrew died, Ben started putting out videos online, joining Instagram live sessions, and challenging popular narratives. At first, Ben's fight was with the Nigerian police. Ben said that he wasn't in support of his friend's actions, but that the corruption in the Nigerian police force enabled Andrew to carry on with hurting women unabated. Armed with evidence, Ben narrated the events leading to Andrew's death, and it contradicted the police account of how Andrew died. According to Mr. Ben, when the police first came to pick Andrew up to take him to Abuja, they ate and drank in his house. They allowed him to shower and change his clothes, and after that, they headed to Uyo, where they lodged in a hotel and spent the night. Now, while in the hotel, Andrew was already fed up with the police extortion and he wanted to take his life. He grabbed the gun of one of the officers and pointed it at himself, but they eventually took the gun from him. Somehow, these officers saw this as yet another money extortion opportunity. They then threatened Andrew that they would tell their boss what he had just done, and that if they told their boss, he would have Andrew in leg chains. They asked Andrew to bribe them with 3 million naira so that they wouldn't tell their boss that Andrew grabbed their gun and attempted to take his own life. But they eventually agreed on 1.5 million naira, and Andrew paid those officers the money. Andrew said that these officers were only interested in extorting him, and on that journey to Abuja, the police allowed him to drive his own car with his gun, phones, passports and laptop in his possession. Instead of going straight to Abuja, these officers went from Uyo to Benue, as one of them said he wanted to go and see his wife. In Benue State, Andrew had had enough of the police extortion, and he believed that the police were going to torture him in Abuja, so he decided to run away. As he ran, he video called Mr. Ben and told him that he had run away. Andrew said that from Umuahia to Benue, the police had already extorted up to 3 million naira from him, and he was fed up. Andrew detailed all that had transpired on their journey from Abia State to Benue State, and he also sent the number of the squad leader to Mr. Ben. Ben then texted Andrew and told him to move all his money from his account, as the police would eventually block all his bank accounts. In Ben's video, he said that he told Andrew to go with his lawyer and submit himself to the police, or go to the airport, because Andrew didn't know anywhere in Benue State and he couldn't run away. Suddenly, Andrew stopped replying to Ben's messages and he stopped picking up his call. Mr. Ben said in that moment he believed that the police had caught up with Andrew, only for him to hear some days later that Andrew had been killed. Ben backed up his story by sharing a video of Andrew driving his car on the very day he was killed, and the shirt he had on in that video is the exact one he was wearing in the video of his corpse that Harrison shared. Ben also shared a video of the police gun abandoned on the floor in Andrew's house while they were whining and dining. Harrison has a reputation for helping Nigerians retrieve money that was extorted from them by the police. So after hearing Ben's story of Andrew's last moment, Harrison retrieved the 1.5 million naira that the police took from Andrew in the hotel in Uyo. Harrison wrote a 4-page petition calling for the arrest and investigation of the FIB-IRT officers who extradited Andrew from Abia State. In the 4-page petition, Harrison summarized all that had transpired from when Celine and Afiba went to Aba to when Andrew was killed, and he submitted the petition to the Police Force Public Relations Department through the Public Complaints Bureau at the police headquarters in Abuja. As part of evidence against the IRT officers, Harrison later submitted the 1.5 million naira that he retrieved from the police who extorted Andrew. After Harrison submitted the report, that same night, the FIB-IRT officers who extradited Andrew were all arrested, and the case was now being handled by the IGP monitoring team. Harrison appealed to the IGP monitoring team to look into the men who were accused and arrested for killing Andrew, and he appeals that they be released if they weren't found guilty. There was this lady, Goodness Fakai, popularly known as Instructor Goody. She was a gym instructor and had worked with Andrew as his gym instructor when Andrew was still in Port Harcourt. On the 28th of March 2024, Instructor Goody suddenly went MIA. She stopped posting online, stopped answering the phone, stopped showing up at her new job, and her friends and colleagues were worried because it was unlike her, as she would normally post on her WhatsApp story every day. Instructor Goody's parents are dead, so her friends and colleagues reached out to her siblings to inform them of the new development. Instructor Goody's sister immediately reported the case at Owoji Police Station in Port Harcourt, and they referred the case to the Tactical Squad C4I for investigation. Goody's sister paid the police 30,000 naira for tracking Instructor Goody, and the police tracked her number and discovered that the last active location of her number was in Aba. Due to further monetary demands by the police, Instructor Goody's sister was unable to continue searching for her sister. On Instagram, Instructor Goody normally shares photos of herself and her gym clients. Before she went missing, her Instagram page was public and she had shared a photo of Andrew on her Instagram page. After she went missing, Andrew's post on her Instagram page was suddenly taken down, and later on, the page went private and is still private to this day. So, when the news of Andrew, Celine and Afiba was trending in June 2024, a guy named Okoro, who was a friend of Instructor Goody, got Harrison's number and sent it to Instructor Goody's sister and told her to reach out to him. Instructor Goody's sister reached out to Harrison and informed him of her sister's sudden disappearance. Harrison shared the news online, and Instructor Goody's disappearance became trending news at the time. Daddy Free started a live video session on Instagram and asked anyone with any information to join him on that Instagram live and give any updates that can help the family and the police. Friends and colleagues of Instructor Goody joined Daddy Freeze on that Instagram live. They talked about her work and personal life, her relationship with Andrew, and the events leading up to the time Instructor Goody went MIA. A very close friend of Instructor Goody joined the live video and disclosed that before Instructor Goody went MIA, she told her that she was traveling to Aba to go see Andrew.
I used to see Andrew once.
So this Andrew that they are talking about, this famous Andrew, you have seen him before in your life?
Yes, I have seen Andrew once or twice, and I know that Goody and I fell into an argument because she stretched me and we always worked out together. I'm a gym rat. It's just that I've not been to the gym for some time because I've not been feeling too well. So I asked her to come and stretch me. So Andrew came. Andrew is this very quiet guy, with strong British accent, and he drove a black, I think, a Mercedes or something. So whenever he comes, he's her friend. So she left me that day to go and attend to him. So I was pissed. I asked her, Goody, I've been here since, and she said, leave me, Joe. Say, you know, go pay me. Say, make her go do work, we go pay me. So I remember after that time, I told her, Goody, that thing you did, I didn't like it. Do you know this guy? She said, oh, say if I stretch you, you no go pay me. And she charges 5K for her to stretch you. So that this is a client that will pay her and this is business for her. So I said, okay, because she was actually stretching me for free. So I understood with her. And, time to time, I look out for her because she's an orphan. And Goody lost her immediate elder sister like 6 months prior to December. I think around that time, her elder sister just passed on. So after she was sacked, I tried reaching out to her. She was also calling me. I refused to pick, but on this day, I called her back. I said, Goody, where you dey? Wetin dey happen? She said she had gotten job somewhere else. So I was advising her because I didn't really like how she dressed to the gym. She wore very, very skimpy things to the gym. And I didn't really like it. So I told her, oh, okay, Goody, this new place where you dey, just dey careful, oh. Make you know where things then we go to draw attention to you. And this was, I think, second week or like 3 days to. So she told me that I dey go Aba. I said, what did they go find for Ababa? I always tease her, Goody, you be cow, we no get tail. Now God, they drive life from your body, She said she dey go walk. I say, who you they go walk with? Tell me, where for Aba where they go? She say, you know that person now, you know that. I say, who be that? That guy where me and you take quarrel be because of that time now. I say, waiting you they go do for Aba? She say she they go do work there. I said, okay. So I'm back on IG. So I told her, so just be careful and make sure you come back safe. And that was
according to you, she went to Aba because of.
She told me she was going to Aba, yes.
Because of.
And I'm coming out to. She didn't call his name, but she said that guy where me and you take quarrel that day. Say I supposed to go walk there, then do some other things.
2 years later, still no activity on all her social media profiles, and no one has come out to say that they've seen her alive anywhere. As I said earlier, Andrew's friend Mr. Ben had known Andrew for 11 years. Ben knew about Andrew's violent history with women as far back as when Andrew was still in the UK. Ben even said that before this case of sexual assault, Andrew had been to jail in the UK for slapping a woman. Mr. Ben caught the attention of the people when he started sharing some exclusive videos of Andrew that Andrew had sent him before he died. Mr. Ben kept on blaming the police for Andrew's crime, but people couldn't get past the fact that Mr. Ben knew of Andrew's violent history and kept quiet all this time. When Andrew threw Alison from his balcony back in Port Harcourt, Mr. Ben knew about it, and he even knew that Andrew was having a sexual relationship with the policewoman in Port Harcourt who was supposed to have locked Andrew up for what he did to Alison. Mr. Ben even knew about Rachael before this case blew up on social media. Andrew sent videos of these women to Mr. Ben. In fact, one of these girls named Choma was a student, and Andrew had gotten into her WhatsApp somehow and he was accessing it remotely. And from there, he got an explicit video of Choma. Andrew had sent Choma transport money to come visit him, and Choma was texting her friend, calling Andrew an idiot. Andrew saw the text and he used that video to blackmail Choma. He made her refund the transport money that he sent, and he forced an apology out of Choma and her friends. Mr. Ben knew about this incident too, as Andrew sent him that explicit video and also sent him screenshots of his conversation with Choma. Mr. Ben said that the reason he was speaking out now was to prevent a re-emergence of a predator like Andrew, and to also call out the corruption in the Nigerian police force.
From the beginning, Harrison, what did I tell you? I said, I don't want this to happen again. I don't want a predator to have police protection in our country. I don't want young people, young women, vulnerable women, just like this lady now, to go through that kind of thing and have nobody to cry to. Because the system enabled this. Because if the system would have hold on to responsibility.
Mr. Ben kept on talking about the corruption in the Nigerian police force, but even the hatred that the Nigerian public generally has for the police wasn't enough to get him on the people's side. Mr. Ben kept on getting slammed in the court of public opinion for a couple of reasons. Some people felt Mr. Ben was trying to profit from the situation. They felt he was trying to use the case to promote his blog and his YouTube channel.
If you have not followed my YouTube, please go follow my YouTube now, because I'm about to drop hints and I'm about to give you real information that will uncover the truth and the atrocity that Nigerian police combined with Andrew has committed. I want you to go on YouTube right now and subscribe at night.
Ben was also demanding that bloggers give him credit before posting the exclusive videos of Andrew that he shared. And he was also adding his blog's watermark to all the videos of Andrew that he was putting out, including a very sensitive video of Celine and Afiba that he shared, where they were both naked in Andrew's bed. A lot of people were of the opinion that Mr. Ben was Andrew's co-conspirator, because Andrew was comfortably sending him videos of these girls in their vulnerable state. Mr. Ben then came out to say that Andrew sends him those videos unsolicited and that he never approved of Andrew's lifestyle. In order to prove that he wasn't an accomplice and to show the nature of his relationship with Andrew, Ben went on to share multiple videos showing his entire WhatsApp chat history with Andrew. In the chat that Mr. Ben shared, it showed that he deleted some of his messages in that chat. The screen record showed Andrew replying to messages from Mr. Ben which had been deleted by him before the screen recording. This video is already long and I don't want to make it longer by adding those videos, but I will leave the YouTube link to those videos in this video's description. For history's sake, I will also share the video on Telegram in case Ben deletes the video from YouTube or something happens to his account. Mr. Ben was asked why he failed to speak up all this time, and in one video, Ben said he didn't speak up because he was afraid for his life. He said if he had reported, the police would inform Andrew that his friend Ben had snitched on him, and whenever he returns to Nigeria, they would go after him.
Sorry, let me say something. Okay. Mr. Ben, this is what we call medicine after it. You would have. Why did you speak up since?
Speak up.
Why did you speak up since? Because
I'm a UK
my
guy.
brother, let me tell you, as a person,
She has a point, though, Ben. She has a point.
There is no way I will not expose my brother
You have a great point.
Yeah, no, if my friend does, there's no way I will not expose him. There is no way, because me too, I tried to expose Andrew, not for myself, because I escaped him already, but for other girls. That's why I was trying to expose him, but nobody helped me. It's just only God that helped.
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to her? So if I try, listen to me, if I try to report Andrew, maybe that video or whatever he sent to me, he sent it only to me, assume, okay, and I report it, and this case went to Port Harcourt police station. They will call Andrew, they will invite him and show it to him. Andrew can look at it like this, say, oh, I sent this to this guy share it with these people and call. Andrew will hold his mouth and be waiting for me. If I go to Nigeria, the same police can come and take care of me easily. So you got to be security conscious.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you are aware of all these things, going on, why didn't you talk to him?
I was speaking to him. You don't understand. I was speaking regularly to him, and I was telling him, get settled, marry somebody that can calm you down. Logs of messages, logs of text messages.
In another video, Ben said that the girls were adults, and in the video that Andrew sent him, they weren't doing anything non-consensual or illegal, so he had no obligation to report to the police, and that he would have acted if the girls were minors.
Let me tell you, for those of you guys that are saying, why didn't you report to police? Why didn't you? Me calling police, Nigerian police, and say this person is doing this? He's doing with adults. He's having adult conversation with another adult. No matter how rough it is, he's an adult. If I see minor, that would have been a different thing. I'm a crafty writer. I would have written a petition against him to the Interpol. Already he was declared wanted here, which I myself, he never reviewed that one to me that he was declared wanted.
The people following up this case, the likes of Harrison, Sabiu, Just Adetun, Nezeville, That Mom of 5, and even Rachael, started asking Ben difficult questions that needed to be answered, and Ben got angry and dragged every single one of them. After Mr. Ben discredited the police's story of Andrew's last moment, Mr. Ben then started casting doubt on Harrison's actions and stories. Mr. Ben said that the body that Harrison discovered was planted there, and that it was impossible for Nigerians to see a dead body in their community and ignore it for a month. He said that in any community where such is seen, and even in the lagoon, people will gather and make a fuss about it until the police show up. Mr. Ben said that Harrison was mocking the intelligence of Aba residents by making such a claim. In a video that Harrison had earlier shared online, Mr. Ben's phone number was displayed in that video, and Mr. Ben said people from Aba called him and said that they never saw any cops in that area until the day Harrison came with the police. Mr. Ben asked Harrison to tell Nigerians who he is actually working for and what his interest was in the case. Afiba's husband also shared the same sentiment. He said Nigerians and even Ghanaians in Ghana wouldn't ignore a corpse in their community for a month. Now, normally, whenever Harrison posts a corpse on his Instagram page, he rarely blurs anything. Even Andrew's corpse wasn't blurred by Harrison. Regardless of how the body looks, Harrison shares it like that on social media, except for the corpse that was found in Aba. The video he posted was blurred, and he said that the corpse that was found was that of a light-skinned lady. Now, one person who was among the people that Harrison took for that search recorded the corpse that was found and then sent the video to Mr. Ben. Without blurring any part of the video, Ben shared the video on TikTok, and the corpse was a dried up corpse, just a skeleton that was wrapped in Andrew's cotton. The bones of the skeleton were very big and could never be those of a human, let alone those of a girl of Celine or Afiba's stature. Of course, I can't post it here on YouTube without blurring it, bear with me. Regardless of how one may feel about Mr. Ben and his friend Andrew, looking at that video that Ben shared of that corpse on TikTok, it looks like Ben was onto something once again, just like his story of how Andrew was killed. Afiba's husband wondered how Harrison already knew that the cotton that was used in wrapping the body belonged to Andrew, because Harrison had not been to Andrew's house before that search, and he first went to Andrew's house after that search. Afiba's husband said that the Ghanaian embassy contacted them and asked them to accept the corpse that was found as that of Afiba. He believes that they wanted this case over, and that was why the corpse was planted there, and they wanted the family to accept it. Both families refused to accept the body as that of the girls. On a live video with Daddy Freeze, Harrison said that the family refused to show up for a DNA test to confirm if the body was that of any of the girls. Harrison said that the family failed to show up for the test because a pastor told them that the girls were still alive. Mr. Ben said that Harrison is involved in the disappearance of the girls and that he is also involved in the murder of Andrew. Mr. Ben brought testimonies of past victims to show that Harrison has previously been involved in kidnapping cases. Mr. Ben said that the Nigerian police were using Harrison to clean the dirt on their name and twist the narrative in this case. He called Harrison out for going to retrieve the 1.5 million naira in cash that was extorted from Andrew and then holding the money, as that was not his job. Harrison and Sabiu said that Mr. Ben worked with Andrew and was a co-conspirator. They said that the hookup chat of Celine and Andrew that Mr. Ben posted was fake and that he made it up so that people would lose sympathy for the girls and ridicule them instead of attacking Andrew. Mr. Ben pointed out the fact that before he came out publicly and before he released those screenshots, Harrison, who was in contact with the police and saw the evidence in the case, came on Daddy Freeze's Instagram live to tell Nigerians that the girls agreed on ₦1 million payment and went to Andrew's house for hookup. Mr. Ben pointed out the fact that it was Harrison who first informed the public about the hookup arrangement and not him. Mr. Ben said that Harrison looted Andrew's house and then he went on to attack Harrison's character by bringing up past events. He brought up the news of Harrison going to prison for 4 years for kidnapping, brought up the news that Harrison had faked a kidney failure story in the past and collected donations from Nigerians. He also shared a video of a lady accusing Harrison of collecting the money that people donated for the now deceased Ada Jesus when she was fighting for her life in the hospital. Ben went on and on, attacking the character of Harrison. You remember Rachael, right? The victim who came out to testify. Rachael said that when she was in captivity, Andrew was making videos of her and sending them to his friend, and he also forwarded some of her videos on her phone to that same friend. In a live video, Rachael asked Mr. Ben if he was the one that Andrew was sending those videos to, and Mr. Ben said he wasn't the one.
Okay, Mr. Ben, I have some few questions for you. It was Andrew Edwards, it was 6 days, and during that period, he was recording everything I was sending to one person. Are you the person he was sending everything to? I want to know, because
No.
that period, like he was recording everything I was sending to one particular person. I don't know who that person is. Are you the person he was sending everything to?
No.
And
later on, Mr. Ben countered Rachael's story by releasing videos of Rachael. He released videos of Rachael with foreign currencies and said that it was Rachael swimming in money in Andrew's house.
This is Rachael in Andrew's house, swimming in money. Rachael has visited Andrew more than once. This is it. And as I told you guys, anything one or things I get double. The truth must be told. Police must be responsible, must answer question. Now Rachael be this. Rachael where they carry come that the freeze, we say Rachael carry 4 phone go Andrew house. Rachael normally go visit Andrew. You don't go Port Harcourt, you don't go Aba. They know him. Now Rachael they swim in money, so Rachael, as you they see, so you know what will happen. In experience with Andrew is real. True. As she talk, I might believe her. But she don't need to lie on my name and come on Daddy Freeze and say Andrew was phoning me when Andrew was assaulting me. You don't need to do that. You don't need it. You have enough truth. Now, after the other guy came out, I got a video from another person, Rachel's friends, to say they have been friends. Then I got another video of Rachael that Andrew sent to another friend. And that video is this video. That's Rachael in Andrew's bed, swimming in money when things were good. They all know they were dating a psychopath. They enjoy the money. The girl we talk yesterday talk calm, saying they enjoy and then they go back steady. But when they don't cast, I'm going to look for who to blame.
Rachael defended herself and said that the video wasn't made in Andrew's house and that it was a personal video that Andrew had forcefully taken and sent to Mr. Ben while she was in captivity in Andrew's house. Rachael said that Mr. Ben had offered her money to come share her story on his TikTok live and she refused, and that was why Ben had been attacking her. Afterwards, an explicit video of Rachael was sent to those public figures involved in this case, showing Rachael comfortably doing things that showed that at the time she wasn't forced, but rather enjoyed her time with Andrew until things went south. While on a live session with Afiba's husband, Just Adetun gave viewers a sneak peek of the said Rachael's video.
As the first victim that went to testify in Abuja, I don't want to mention her name, she said immediately she entered his house, she got knocked off. He punched her in the face, he started beating her,
Hold on. Sorry, Mr. Tony, hold on. Which victim is this one? The current one that is alive that has all the bruises on the body?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Harrison knows that's not true. We back end know that's not true because we have a video of where that girl was, I don't know what they call it, caressing herself, opened up her, was doing all sorts. I'm not able to show it on live.
I mean, that's what
she was doing
she
that
said.
comfortably for almost 2 minutes. Hold on a second. And that's why if you were on this live, I asked Harrison that, Harrison, you and I have seen this video. This girl was comfortable, was happy, was smiling. There was no duress, there was no force. So maybe he tries to make them feel comfortable until a certain time when reality sets on them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's not as if immediately the girl entered, somebody punched. No, you need to see the video. Give me that. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it, but you need to see the video. I can show you a glimpse of it here. So definitely,
please, no need to show this to the public.
Girl,
I mean,
I think it is
see it
the
in
point. See, this is it here. I think it is the point when these girls, this is it here. This is it here. You see it? This is it here. It is the point when these girls feel comfortable that he attacks them. I don't think it's an immediate attack. That girl felt comfortable. Go ahead.
The lady in that live video is Just Adetun. She resides in the UK and she is the first person Mr. Ben met when he decided to speak up. After Andrew was released by the police in Umuahia, Mr. Ben said he texted Andrew and asked him if he actually hurt those girls, and Andrew said no, that the girls came to his house and later left. Mr. Ben said that Andrew defended himself by sending him a video of the girls naked and lying on his bed, and Andrew said that the girls peacefully slept in his house and he didn't hurt them. So, after Andrew was killed, Mr. Ben met Just Adetun in the UK and he showed her the video. Mr. Ben sent Just Adetun the video and he also joined her on Facebook Live to talk about the missing girls. At some point in this case, people were donating money to Harrison to fund his work in the case, and Mr. Ben donated 10,000 naira. According to Mr. Ben, that was the beginning of his problem with Just Adetun. Mr. Ben said that Just Adetun told him that she donated 200,000 naira and she asked Mr. Ben to donate more, but he refused. Mr. Ben said that after this incident, Just Adetun started dragging him online. In her live video, Just Adetun showed viewers the video that Andrew sent Mr. Ben, and some people argued that the girls were dead in that video, and some others were of the opinion that the girls were still alive in the video. Mr. Ben was mad at Just Adetun for trying to push a narrative that the girls were dead in the video and that he was Andrew's co-conspirator. Because of this, Mr. Ben then released that video to the general public so that people could watch and judge for themselves if the girls were alive or dead in that video that Andrew sent him. Mr. Ben said that the state of the girls in the video was disturbing indeed, but that the girls were alive in the video. Mr. Ben started calling out Just Adetun online and he said she was a cloud chaser. Mr. Ben said that Just Adedon didn't care about the missing girls at all and was only using the incidents to chase clout. He continued to drag Just Adedon online until she eventually backed out of the case and stopped talking about it completely for the sake of her family. A year later, after the case had died down, Mr. Ben physically confronted Just Adedon in the UK. Ben Osage, popularly known as Sabio, was invited into this case by Afiba's husband, and he started posting the case on his Instagram page and joining Instagram live sessions where the case was being talked about. Just like Just Adedon and others, at first, Sabio didn't have a problem with Mr. Ben, but as the case lingered, Sabio started going at Mr. Ben non-stop. Sabio had an Instagram live session where he pointed out a series of red flags in Mr. Ben's actions. Sabio said that Mr. Ben showed proof that the police lied about how Andrew died, that Mr. Ben showed proof that the police extorted Andrew repeatedly, that Mr. Ben released a video of the day Andrew was arrested, that Mr. Ben released a video of Celine and Afiba in Andrew's house, but Mr. Ben never showed proof of the girls leaving Andrew's house as his friend Andrew claimed. Sabio said that Mr. Ben didn't release a video of Celine and Afiba clothed in Andrew's house and eating like the videos of other girls with Andrew, but instead he only released a video of the girls naked in Andrew's bed, and he also released the chat where they agreed on a payment before coming. Sabio said that Mr. Ben did this intentionally so that the public would lose sympathy for the girls and criticize them for being hookup girls instead of criticizing his friend Andrew. Sabio said that there were police officers who were very interested in this case, but as they heard that the girls went there for hookup, they lost interest. Sabio said that Mr. Ben's plan to make the public criticize the girls was working. As Mr. Ben was pointing out the Nigerian police corruption as the sole reason Andrew continued committing crime, Sabio said that even in the US, bad cops exist, and the issue of corruption in the Nigerian police force is not news. He said that Mr. Ben wasn't interested in finding Celine and Afiba, but was only interested in fighting for justice for his late friend. Sabio said that Mr. Ben intended to divert attention from the missing girls and the crimes of Andrew. Sabio said that Ben was trying to put the spotlight on the police because he was angry that the police killed his friend, and he didn't want people talking about the missing girls and Andrew's crimes, but rather the police. When Mr. Ben eventually started making a case for his friend Andrew, Sabio called him out and said that he had finally revealed his intention. Some girls who had slept with Andrew also reached out to Sabio to share their experiences. Sabio said that one of the girls said that Mr. Ben used to follow Andrew to the police station to visit corrupt police officers when Andrew was trying to build a relationship with the police. An ex-partner of Andrew reached out to Sabio, and she said that while she was with Andrew, one day Ben was in the house and Andrew wanted Ben to come watch them make love. According to her, Mr. Ben recorded her and Andrew making love without her consent. The narrative that was pushed from that confession was that the three of them made love that day, and that Ben secretly records women that Andrew was sleeping with. After that testimony, Sabio and Harrison started calling Mr. Ben cameraman. Sabio kept this lady anonymous so that she wouldn't be ridiculed by the public for sleeping with Andrew, and Ben released a video showing the girl's picture to the public. He said that even though he watched them make love and recorded them, he wasn't interested and he didn't join them. He said that it was the lady who came into his room and called him to come watch them, and he had his clothes on throughout the incident. He said that it was Andrew who asked the girl to give him the phone to record them, and that the girl was aware that he had taken a photo of them and he left afterwards. He said that the girl dated Andrew and wasn't forced to do anything at all. In his YouTube video where he revealed the girl's identity, he attached his WhatsApp conversation with the girl and also attached an audio recording of his call with the girl.
This one, Andrew was there, Ben was there, you are going to wrap it up because I will defend myself so much, you will hate, you, I'll come so hard, you'll be like, what the f did I put myself into? Because I'll have to defend myself because you know it that I was not even interested. My interest was like zero. You came to my room and said, come, and I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I wasn't.
So,
you gotta be very careful because you can go say something that will bounce back on you in a heavy way. I'm not lying to you because me, I'm a media guy. I will take care of myself. I was there. I saw you. You invited me. I looked.
I guess it's fine. Let me attend to my house.
Right.
Just as he did with Andrew, Mr. Ben put out a video that showed his entire conversation with the lady who testified to Sabio. After Ben's revelation of Andrew's last moment, after his video of the corpse that Harrison found in Aba, and after all he had revealed about Harrison, Mr. Ben was finally starting to gain trust from people. And in a live video, Sabio said that nobody should go to Mr. Ben's page anymore, and that his investigators are getting the details of those visiting Ben's page and supporting him. Sabio said that they would post pictures of those going to Mr. Ben's page as supporters of Black Sheep, and Sabio actually did that. Mr. Ben went on and on, calling out Sabio online. Ben said that he did his research and that Sabio works for the Nigerian police. He said that Sabio wasn't worthy of the Sir in his name and he hadn't earned it. Mr. Ben asked the girls who were testifying to Sabio to tell the complete truth and not omit anything. Mr. Ben also called out YouTubers like Nezeview and That Mom of 5 who made videos questioning Mr. Ben's character, and he laid curses on them. Blessing wasn't left out in this public distribution of blame and accusations. Afiba's husband and Mr. Ben publicly called out Blessing for taking 48 hours before she informed Afiba's family of the distress message she got from Afiba. Afiba's husband said that Blessing ran away to Abuja when this whole thing happened, and that her boyfriend Darlington kept on calling him to send 2 million naira to mobilize a squad that would take Andrew to Abuja and transfer the case there. During that period, Blessing had this profile picture on Instagram, and people said that it was Black Sheep and she was affiliated with Andrew, as she lives in Port Harcourt, the same place where Andrew lived for years. Blessing was the person who wrote the petition in Abuja for Andrew to be transferred to Abuja, the journey that eventually led to Andrew's death. And the fact that she didn't include Andrew's name in the petition made people accuse her of having a hand in her friend's disappearance. Blessing explains that at the time she wrote the petition, she didn't know who Andrew was, and that Celine told her that she was going to see her friend, while Afiba told her that she was following Celine. Things got worse for Blessing when Afiba's family disclosed that Afiba said she was going to Nigeria for a wedding and to buy dog food. People started saying that Blessing lured Celine and Afiba to Nigeria with a fake wedding invitation, and Blessing cancelled the wedding when the girls eventually came to Port Harcourt for the wedding. As I said earlier, while the likes of Harrison, Daddy Freeze and others were going live on social media and updating the public, Blessing was running around in Abuja trying to get help for her missing friends, and people said she was running away and didn't want to speak up and grant interviews. Blessing was getting death threats online, and she eventually disabled her Facebook page and went private on Instagram. Eventually, Blessing came online and had an Instagram live session with Harrison, and she explained everything that happened. She also released screenshots of the last messages that Afiba sent her, and she said that the news of Afiba and Celine coming to Nigeria for her wedding was not true. As I said earlier, people believed that the hookup chat was forged. Afiba's husband said that 500,000 naira was a small amount of money for his wife to go to such a thing, as that amount isn't up to the amount she spends on flight tickets from Dubai to Ghana. Afiba's husband said that Celine's boyfriend also takes care of Celine very well, and the ladies weren't desperate for money. He said that from the chats and video, Andrew never knew his wife and he never spoke to Afiba directly at any point, and that maybe Afiba just followed her friend to go see someone, unaware of the impending danger. People who knew Afiba personally also came forward to testify to Afiba's character. Rachael also discredited the hookup screenshot, and she said that Andrew may have taken Celine's phone and texted himself, and also replied to make the public hate the girls, and that Andrew never pays directly for sex. Girls who knew Andrew also said that Andrew never pays directly for sex. They said that Andrew befriends women, takes care of them, and then sleeps with them. Harrison said that the only thing that would prove that the screenshot was authentic was if it had a date that showed that the conversation happened before Celine and Afiba left for Aba. Mr. Ben came out to say that he has no idea if Andrew forged the chat or not, that he only shared the screenshots that Andrew sent him. Mr. Ben then shared a screenshot of Celine and Andrew's Facebook Messenger chat on the date 20th of April, which was before Celine left for Aba. In that screenshot, Andrew asked Celine how much he would pay to compensate Celine and her friend if they spent the weekend with him, and Celine asked them to continue the conversation on WhatsApp. Mr. Ben went on and on in defense of his friend Andrew. Mr. Ben said that, of a truth, Andrew had a temper issue with women, but Andrew wasn't an organ harvester, a ritualist, or a killer as he was being portrayed, citing the fact that the girls with whom Andrew had a relationship in the past are still alive, as the general public could outrightly see. I can't go into everything that happened when this case was trending, but accusations and blame were being distributed left and right during that period. Despite the severity of this case and the fact that another national was a victim in this crime, the Nigerian police maintained silence and never addressed the public, and it was civilians like Harrison Gwamnishu, Daddy Freeze, Just Adeton and Sabiu who were making efforts to get answers and were consistently updating the public. Eventually, on the 10th of June 2024, the Nigerian police finally put out a statement regarding this case. In the statement, the Nigerian police said that amid the numerous allegations, arguments and counter-arguments surrounding the case, and in light of public interest and the gravity of the allegations, the Inspector General of Police had directed the monitoring unit to conduct a thorough and high-powered investigation into the suspected murder of Andrew, into the conduct of the Abia State Police, which initially carried out the investigation of Celine and Afiba's disappearance, and also an investigation of the IRT officers who extradited Andrew from Abia State. The police said that the investigation would be carried out in 2 weeks and that timely updates would be provided as the investigation progresses. The police then asked members of the public not to interfere with the investigation and to allow the police to do their job. So, as a result of the instruction by the police, Harrison Gwamnishu stopped giving updates on this case. He stopped traveling to gather facts regarding this case and urged the public to be law-abiding and wait for 2 weeks for the police to release the result of their investigation as promised. Unlike that of Harrison and other interested members of the public, the police investigation was shrouded in secrecy, with the public left in the dark. The police never released any update on the case as promised, and whenever Harrison was asked for an update on the case, he would direct the person to ask the Nigerian police, who had asked the public not to interfere. Eventually, people moved on, and Andrew's case became yet another cold case. Harrison later came out to say that he had been reliably informed that the IGP monitoring team had submitted their investigative report to the Inspector General of Police, and he urged the police to release the submitted reports to the public. But to this day, the police haven't released that report. The IRT officers who were arrested for their involvement in Andrew's extortion and death were later released, and they were given back their guns. To this day, Celine and Afiba haven't been found alive or dead. On the 5th of May 2025, Andrew's brother filed a lawsuit against the Nigerian Police Force and the Police Service Commission for human rights violation in Andrew's detention and death. And on the 6th of March 2026, Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite ruled in favor of Andrew's brother. The court ruled that Andrew's rights were violated when he was arrested, detained, transferred, extorted, and killed. The court ordered that the police release Andrew's corpse to his brother. The court also ordered that the police release Andrew's phones, laptop, passports, checkbook, car, and other properties that were seized. The court ordered the police to publish an apology letter addressed to Andrew's brother, and that Andrew's innocence be acknowledged in the letter. The court ordered the police to pay a compensation of 175 billion naira to Andrew's brother for killing Andrew. Yo, this is a long judgment, man. I'm going to leave a link to the court document in the description of this video, so that you can download and read the entire court judgment at your own convenience or more. The corruption in the Nigerian police force stinks to high heaven. I have a lot to say, man, but I have to wrap up this video here. As I said in my video about Cynthia Osokoko's case, social media is a double-edged sword. It can connect you to the love of your life or to a business partner, and it can also connect you to the person who eventually takes your life. You can't be too careful online. For more crime cases that started through social media, check out this playlist on my channel. For more crime cases of female victims, check out this playlist on my channel. And for more crime cases in general, do click on the subscribe button.
Hi to the camera. Hello Nigeria. My name is Afiba. I'm your photographer for the day. Welcome to Ghana.
Yeah.